Hello everyone, this video is for those two ERD questions in assignment 1, question 17 and question 23. Question 17 used to be SQL file question. Now we have changed it to an ERD question, just like question 23. So for this question 17, the business rule is a customer can make many payments, but each payment is made by only one customer. You can see we have two entities here, which means we will have two tables in our ERD. The customer table and the payment table. The customer table is on the one side of the one-to-many relationship, while the payment table is on the many side of this one-to-many relationship. So what we need to do is add a diagram and according to the creating ERDs, this PDF, there are two ways of creating a ERD, a simple one and a detailed one. I suggest you to follow the detailed one. This is a better practice to set up the foreign key. So for question 17, the first table is the table on the one side, the customer table, and the primary key is customer ID. So you can see the customer ID is automatically set as PK, which means primary key, and not null, which means not null. You must have a value for the primary key attribute. This is all for the customer table. And the second table is a payment table, which is on the many side. The primary key is, let's say, payment ID. So primary key not null. So then the next step is to create a foreign key to maintain the one-to-many relationship between customer and payment. What we will do is we always use the primary key in the table in the entity on the one side as the foreign key in the table on the many side. So in this case, we will use the customer ID as the foreign key in the payment table. So the attribute name, the column name, and the data type you used for the foreign key customer ID must be consistent with what you used for the primary key customer ID in the customer table. Otherwise, it makes no sense because that's actually a common shared attribute between these two tables. Okay, now we have these two tables, and we need to create a one-to-many relationship. What we should use is this last button called place a relationship using existing column. Here, existing column actually means existing primary key attribute. What we need to do is we first click this button, and then please remember we always first click the foreign key and then the primary key. So which means we first click the customer ID in the payment table, which is a foreign key, and then we click the customer ID in the customer table, which is a primary key. So as you can see, a relationship line will automatically be generated. So this is a one-to-many relationship. And then we can add a relationship name using a text box. Here, place a text object. You can say customer makes payment, and the cardinality here is 1 and 1. Cardinality here is 1 and many. So you can also change the colors of those two tables, although of course this is not a requirement. So that's all for the first ERD question, question 17. And according to the requirement here, please don't upload the whole model. Please just upload a PNG file. So how to make that PNG file is here. Go to the File tab and export as a PNG. So you can say this is question 17, or you can say it's like ERD question 1. So depends on yourself. So this is what you need to upload for the first ERD question, the question 17. Okay, so then we have question 23, which is our second ERD question. Here, the business rule is one agent may serve many customers. One customer must be served by one and only one agent. Again, this is also a one-to-many relationship, but this time agent is on the one side and the customer is on the many side, right? So we need to create another ERD here. By first, please save this first ERD as a PNG and close it and add another diagram. So you should have another new canvas. Okay, so the first entity, first table here on the one side is the agent table, right, this time. So agent, and primary key we can create agent ID. And that's all for the agent table, because agent is on the one side, so we don't put the foreign key in the agent table. We always put the foreign key in the table, which is on the many side, if it is a one-to-many relationship. And the second table we have is a customer table. Primary key is customer ID. And the foreign key, remember, we always, if it is a one-to-many relationship, then we always use the primary key in the table on the one side as the foreign key in the table on the many side. In this case, it means we will use agent ID as the foreign key in customer table. So you need to manually create the foreign key. This is how the how the detailed ERD practice works. Let's say agent ID, and the data type should be consistent with the data type of agent ID in the agent table. Okay, so now we have those two tables. The next step is to create a one-to-many relationship by using, again, this place a relationship using existing columns, which means using existing foreign key attribute. So first, click this button. You can see it becomes dark, I think. And then always first click the foreign key and the private key. So you can see the relationship line will automatically be generated. And that's all for the model. And I think you should also add a relationship name, card serves. Okay, that's all for the second ERD question, the question 23. Please also export this model as a PNG file by click the File tab and then export as PNG. So let's say this is question 23, right? And this is what you should upload for the second ERD question. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, that's all for this video.